What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. So we got another huge updates. Now have Trump's legal spokesperson and attorney Alina Haba coming forth, delivering a double whammy, a blow and a backfire to all those charade cases. She's now detailing new evidence. This newest update that could potentially send DA Alvin Bragg's hush money case towards a mistrial, guys, spiraling out of control, and also hold Merrick Garland accountable for his illegitimate, appointment of Jack Smith, that corrupt special counsel, guys, and the way they've weaponized Department of Justice against Donald Trump, guys. I'm excited to get into the update. It's exactly what Alina Haba's got to, key us in on. So we get straight to the update, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. Definitely stick around to the end. Excited to get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight into the news. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Welcome to Doug in Exile. Yeah, we're going into Hunter Biden's felony gun thing, but also on Jack Smith being the evil apprentice working under Merrick Garland as his bagman. Here's Alina Haba on the Benny Johnson Show. Welcome and subscribe.
You want my hypothetical, what I actually think they're doing? I think that they're trying to make it look like everything is fair. I think that they have to save face.
This is over why Hunter Biden got the gun thing. I was on a show last night, Andy Worski's show, and they were kind of throwing a little shade at me going, hey, isn't that kind of a double standard that that one of your buddies, Nick Rekieta, got nailed with a loaded gun, and Hunter Biden also has loaded? Going, look, all these gun charges, they tend to be fake, okay? They tend to be things that you catch people on to upcharge them on stuff they already got. If you came into my house right now, you would find guns loaded, not in a gun safe. So they could do anything with that they wanted. So it's kind of a bogus, everyone knows it's a bogus charge. And it's something that our government, a bunch of Democrats that are gun grabbers, they love busting Hunter on this one. And they know Daddy Biden can make it go away. So it's harmless to bust Hunter on the gun violation. I believe it's like a non-issue. It's a nothing burger. Alina Haba agrees.
Whether they even send him to jail for a month, a week, I think it'll get pushed. And then I think that when Joe Biden loses, he will pardon him on his last day.
So there's no big deal on this whole thing. I think Hunter Biden is guilty of much bigger crimes. This is the much more preferred crime that the Democrats want to hang on him. But it's really, again, absolute nothing burger.
I think they're struggling. I think they're struggling for credibility, and they're trying to use this case to find a little bit of credibility.
Now, that's the whole purpose of busting Hunters, for the Democrats to gain credibility. Whoopi Goldberg, all the ones that you see on TV, they're feeling the heat. It means it's working, guys. America is working. The Democrats are feeling the heat going, wow, we really got caught overextended on our skis. We have to throw a bone to someone. We have to bust Hunter on this harmless. He's walking around with a gun violation. No one got hurt. The girlfriend dumped it in a dumpster or something. It is not a big deal. It's fake news to get dramatic about the Hunter Biden gun. Always was.
We just have to demonstrate that he will not take power by if he does run, making sure he, under legitimate efforts of our Constitution, does not become the next president again.
And this is what our lawfare does. That's Biden right before Trump says he's going to go. He's going to use every effort in the Constitution, in our law, to go after people. That's what the law does. When it's politicized, it goes after people for little things like gun violations. I've had a number of friends, at least 3, who were felons, who were found with guns and they go to jail. Okay. That happens all the time. But all the guys who I know who've ever been injured by a gun, it was through mishandle, misuse. It was never because they were felons or because they were drug addicts. Those aren't the ones that ever ran into trouble with guns. It's always the clean people that think their guns are unloaded when they're loaded.
I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
So that's Trump. He announces he's going for president, and then that's what clicks all of this stuff into motion. That's what started everything with Merrick Garland.
including the former president's announcement that he is a candidate for president in the next election,
and the sitting president's stated intention to be a candidate as well, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel.
So he's putting Jack Smith in place, saying like, hey, there's two presidents here. I can't touch this. So he put a guy that's distant enough. This is like, one of the terrible lines in Star Wars is always two there are, a master and an apprentice. Well, Garland is the master and Jack Smith is the apprentice.
Today, I signed an order appointing Jack Smith to serve as special counsel.
And that's when we knew. We knew he was putting distance between himself and this thing because this was going to be a criminal witch hunt designed to screw up Trump's campaign.
Been overzealous in some of these high-profile cases. He's willing to stretch the law. John Roberts called it a boundless interpretation that would catch up politicians in their ordinary acts that they do for people. And I think it's just says maybe a lack of judgment.
So that's all the professional lawyers all knew what was going on at the time, and they warned us that they were being too elastic with their laws.
The White House fired back after defense attorney Ashley Merchant testified yesterday about a meeting between District Attorney Fani Willis and Vice President Kamala Harris. Merchant cited evidence that Willis visited the White House in February of 2023. That's just months before a grand jury in Georgia indicted President Trump in the state's election interference case.
Okay, now comes all the corrupt district attorneys get loaded in, and this was all televised and in public, but they are now being loaded in one at a time. That's Fani Willis, and they're all still coordinating with the White House.
America is an uncharted territory. We are angrier and more deeply divided than we've ever been at any point in our history since the Civil War. I'm running for Attorney General because I will never be afraid to challenge this illegitimate president.
And that's Letitia James calling Trump an illegitimate president and telling you back in 2018 why she ran. She ran to indict him. And now she indicted him.
Tell us why we should know about Colangelo's role in all of this.
Because he held the number 3 spot at DOJ, which is maybe the most coveted spot at the Department of Justice outside of Attorney General itself, because typically that job is a straight path to becoming a corporate bigwig, making a lot of money.
But that's not what he did. He stepped down from that big promotion and took the job conveniently over with Alvin Bragg, so he could maintain contact with the White House.
Considered very elite. So for him to step down from that, to go work for a local prosecutor in New York on this case, it says something. I think it says that he's got to be a pretty true believer, and this is personal, if he wants to get involved in this.
And then that's when this other guy, Alvin Bragg, who ran on expertise of dealing with and getting Trump in New York.
I'm the candidate in the race who has the experience with Donald Trump. I was the chief deputy in the Attorney General's office.
And lo and behold, he just got Trump just this week, nailed him, got him guilty. And then here's Alina Haba to wrap it up.
We can't look at this as a big W. I think it is a bit more of a ruse, to be honest. Them trying to change the Trump narrative from the dual system of justice that I know all too well to, hey, look at us, we're being fair and impartial. No, you're not.
Are you buying it that Hunter Biden being found guilty on these gun charges, felony, is that a big deal? No, this is a crime that does nothing to the public to change the narrative, whereas Trump's, they're trying to ramp his felony up through the roof as being some kind of huge indicator of his not being fit for office. I think that Hunter, by the way, getting away with this long and not being prosecuted shows how weaponized the Democrats already are using our legal system, that it's unfair, that he gets a unique benefit of being avoided all this time.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave the original video link down in the description box below. For those of you who want to go over there and check that out, also you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys, there we have it. Coming from Trump's legal spokesperson and attorney Alina Haba, where she's breaking it down for us once again, saying this is not a big win for Trump, his legal team, to see that Hunter Biden is finally being found guilty on those federal gun charges. This is the only reason why we're seeing that guilty verdict come is for optics once again. I've been trying to say this also, this is the left trying to make it look like they're impartial. They're holding their players accountable also. We're seeing Hunter Biden finally being dragged into court, slapped with the guilty verdict, coincidentally right after Donald Trump is hit with a guilty verdict on the most charade and sham case that I think we've ever seen in court history. Very weak and flimsy foundational case brought about by Alvin Bragg. Is supposed to, match up and compare what we're seeing against Hunter Biden, where Hunter Biden's got this laptop full of filthy misdeeds and misdoings that he's done. We've got the least of the charge. We got the little gun charge that they brought about, and they're trying to get us to believe that, this is going to equate, Hunter Biden being slapped with this federal gun charge. A little bit of nothing. He's going to dance on this one again. Like I said, this was all just for the optics, the view of it. They're trying to make it look like, because, that case of Alvin Bragg, even the folks on the left, we had Democrats calling out and saying, this was a clown case. This is a circus, a kangaroo court that we got Judge Juan Merchan running. This case should have never been brought about by DA Alvin Bragg. A Frankenstein case revived. There was widespread coverage from both sides of the aisle on how terrible this case of Alvin Bragg's was. So they definitely needed something to clean or purify the air in the room, because something stunk, and it was that DA Alvin Bragg's hush money charade case. And they brought about Hunter Biden's federal gun charge, ran through it real quick, hitting with a guilty charge, so that it looked like they're playing fair. We just seen in that update how every one of these rogue justices came into power, guys, and it was on the back of getting Donald Trump, or an extension of trying to get at Donald Trump, interfere with the 2024 elections. And that right there is not how our justice system is supposed to work, guys. It's supposed to rule in favor of what is right, what is justice. Lady Justice is supposed to be blind, not supposed to be weaponized to go against all of your political opponents or those who you have personal vendettas against, guys. This is despicable, and we need to see it be put to a stop. This whole Hunter Biden distraction isn't enough to make us feel like the left is playing fair or justice has been restored. This was a big stab trying to, get Americans to restore their faith in the justice system. But we've seen the illegal lawfare carried out on Donald Trump, and we cannot, erase or scrub our minds of what we've seen. It's almost burned into our brains. The image of all these charade cases, the kangaroo court system. Come on. It's a true banana republic, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section, though. Let me know your thoughts. Alina, Haba, breaking it down, putting America back on track to say, hey, guys, this is not the biggest win we've seen. Hunter Biden being slapped with a guilty verdict does not change anything, guys. They are still not impartial. They're not playing fair. Lady Justice is taking her blindfold off when it comes to these rogue justices on the left. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Does Hunter Biden's guilty verdict change a thing as far as those rogue justices on the left? Are they now playing fair because they finally nailed one of their players? Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing, you guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button. That's on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.